the one you like, listen, I trust your instinct. Yeah. T.Y.I, let's do it.
From the land of the beast where ain't no peace. Stay 10 toes deep, you know we come from the streets. Don't even try to get sleep, cause anybody could creep and leave your ass deceased. Drive by the black Jeep. From the land of the beast where ain't no peace.
Good evening, ladies and gents. I'm King George. I'm the owner of T.Y.I Productions. I am the curator of Black 31 magazine. Today we are here with another special guest from the community. This brother right here is very prolific in the community. This brother was once a professional boxer. This brother is one of the premier boxing promoters right now. This brother has a book out and he's a book author. So that's phenomenal. And let's not forget, he is the owner of Official Celebrity Boxing, and they now have XRumble. Let's go. Can we please give it up for a great individual, no other than Damon Feldman. Let's go.
Oh man.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. So most importantly, right? I just want to know who is Damon Feldman? How did you grow up?
Yeah, man. I'm just I was the guy who grew up probably like not too many people in the world. You know, I was a young guy. My dad was a fight trainer, and basically my mom got injured when we were younger. Me and my brother, who's bare knuckle fighting championships and celebrity boxing. So my mom got injured when we were younger. She got thrown out of a car and broke her neck. Became quadriplegic in a wheelchair.
Yes.
So basically, I'm a guy who's heard it all, seen it all, been through it all.
Yes.
And never quit, never surrendered. And got me to a place. A guy who wants to see people succeed. I love helping people.
Yes.
The right people, the people that appreciate it and want to fight harder for themselves also. That's who I am.
Yes. Now, I did some research right now. I just got to ask this question, right? What is the most special thing that you love most about both your parents, about your father and your mother?
Maybe because it was a diverse situation. My dad was a Jewish guy. My mom was sort of like Greek and American Indian, so it was like, two different people. I didn't really get to know my mom that well. That's the only thing. But, I loved her because she was a never quit, never surrender person. And when she got hurt, she kept, going, man. She was an artist. She went back to school, and, it was really unique.
Yes, that's cool. That's cool. I loved it. I loved it. Now, to get into the professional boxing side, right?
Yeah.
Now, I know that you were a boxer and you went 9-0.
Yes.
Right? Now, I gotta ask this question: Why after 9-0? Why did you stop?
Oh, I got injured outside the ring. I fell off a curb, a weird accident, messed my neck up. I was out for like a year. And it's crazy, man, because I was so young, and once I got injured, and I couldn't come back. I went in a different direction. That's how I got right into celebrity boxing.
I hear that.
And it was something I didn't, I wish I could have done it because, I was the contender. I was 9-0, I was an upcoming prospect. Trained with Bernard Hopkins. I trained with all the guys down Champs Gym, Terrence Rainey, Kevin Tillman, all the guys, man. It was a great experience in life, and I recommend anybody that does anything in life, you got to go boxing because it just helps you.
Yes. And to touch bases on the book journey, how did you even get into writing the book?
So it's something I always thought about, down there, because it's sort of weird. I have another book in the works too.
Yes.
I wrote the book in the worst time of my life because I hit a brick wall. I was sort of going downhill. My dad was dying of Alzheimer's disease, and I was drinking like an idiot. Had this certain situation with this one woman, and we ended up being together and just went a little crazy. I had 2 DUIs. I ended up spending 13 months in jail, man. And so because I was when I got into jail, I was like, oh man, I really messed up. What the hell did I do? And then when I knew I messed up, I was like, what am I going to do? I said, I'm going to be out next week. The following week, I wasn't getting out. Then I finally had my date. And then I was sentenced to 6 more months, so I had to do 13 months total. And it was an experience of a lifetime where basically it made me understand you can't mess around in life. You can't drink. I promised God in life, in jail, and I promised God I would never drink again. And I never had a drink since that day. That night I went in there, I never had a drink again, because every day I wake up and I'm able to see my children and look in their eyes and know that I'm a dad. That makes me have to fight more and more. But that's how I wrote my book. And
Yes. And being able to, considering that you had to experience, some time inside, right? Prison, right? What was that entire time like? How did you feel inside, and how were you able to overcome them challenges that you was going through?
Yeah, honestly, man, it was like the therapy I never got. You know what I mean? Because you can't have your phone, you can't have the luxury, you can't have anything else in life. You have to depend on having your commissary a week, which is, I never want to hear that word again. That's the only time I was ever really in jail. You know what I mean? And I was like, what the hell? I didn't know anything about it, man. Can't get it. You can't even get a good cup of water. So my recommendation is never do the right thing. You can't just do the wrong thing. And honestly, drinking always pushes you to doing the wrong thing sometimes. And people don't understand that. So that woke me up, and just made me know I gotta be a man, man. There's no more messing around. And it's crazy because I went to jail depressed, and when I left, I was happy. I was ready to go, motivated. I was on a tunnel vision to get to where I am now.
Yes, absolutely. That's heavy. Man, gems. And to dive straight into more back into your writing, right? I want to know, and I want you to explain to the people, what does the 16-minute man, what does that mean? And I noticed you was talking about the 17-minute man. So what do that even mean?
That's cool, man. Well, we're going to be talking, me and you anyway. I know you're a good guy, and you're definitely an entrepreneur. Bottom line is 16-minute man. It's like, because it was actually an ex-girlfriend called me, "You like the 16-minute man?" Not in that way, because I'm a little longer now. But she said, you give all these celebrities their 16th minute. I was like, damn, that's a great idea. So all of a sudden I became the 16th minute, the 16-minute man, and I give regular people their 15 minutes of fame, and celebrities get their 16th minute of fame. And the 17th minute is like, I got my 15 minutes of fame when I started celebrity boxing. I hit a brick wall, went to jail, got out. I got my 16th minute. And now I'm on my way to my 17th minute. So it's sort of like a little thing inside my circle. And I just want to really show people that if you never quit, never surrender, you can do anything you want in life. I just want to inspire people, man. It was a sad thing when my kids knew I went to jail. I mean, it was a tough thing. You know what I mean? Your dad's just, a celebrity boxing guy, but he's in jail. Come on. I mean, that woke me up,
I hear that. So, absolutely. I understand. And how important is celebrity boxing for the community now?
Well, it's very important, because you saw Jake Paul, Mike Tyson, biggest fight ever in the world. You know what that is? Celebrity boxing. When you look at it, everybody looks at celebrity boxing. Yes, it's a pro fight, but it's not a pro fight. Mike Tyson couldn't be sanctioned. He was 58, so they did 8 2-minute rounds, sort of like what I do is 5 1-minute rounds. And it's important to the community because I'm giving everybody a chance. It doesn't matter who they are. They want their opportunity and to step in the ring without getting their head knocked off. I'm the guy that does it, but now you do have to fight, because we're going towards the pro direction too. Betting is going to be coming soon, because they did betting with Jake Paul. But it's really good. It's really powerful. Celebrity boxing is, and XRumble, because we're showing people, boxing, is a great direction.
Absolutely. And I was at the last celebrity boxing event. So listen, y'all must go download the official celebrity boxing app. Make sure y'all check out XRumble.com and check out officialcelebrityboxing.com. And so I was at the last event. It was amazing. Definitely amazing. And I seen that you brought out the legend, Sugar Shane Mosley. How did you enjoy the fight between legendary Sugar Shane Mosley and Bob Koflo?
It was really good. It was like people always say, like, "Man, how's that?" Sort of like, "How's Jake Paul fighting Mike Tyson?" You know what I mean? I give these guys their opportunity, and Bob, everything he said he was going to do, he did. And Shane, his other opponent fell out, but having boxing legends like Roy Jones Jr. last year fighting Mike, and at the fight last night, Jones was the commentator. That's all they talked about was Roy Jones. That's my guy, right? And then we had. Sugar Shane Mosley, he beat Shaq in a celebrity boxing match. He's a 7-time world champion. I mean, I'm right there, man. It's just we're going through a couple things with our, trying to get the right, people behind us, funding and stuff. And we're going to be there, man. Like, without a doubt, this is the year 2025, and the app's coming out December 14th. We're going to do the app. The event's going to be there. Then we have Bahamas and stuff. So yeah, it's real exciting.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I love it.
Yeah, man.
And to bring out Kimbo Slice Jr. And rest in peace to Kimbo Slice. But to bring out Kimbo Slice Jr., that was amazing, man. That was amazing.
Well, Kimbo's, he's a good guy. He's actually 3-0 in celebrity boxing. He's our super middleweight world champion. And he's also going to fight on February 8th. He's going to be, it's a homecoming for his father because he's Bahamian. Him and his dad are Bahamian. So, that's his dad's birthday too. So it's a big deal for him. And we're excited, man. Kimbo's a great kid and guy, and, everything he says he's going to do. He's a good fighter too.
Yes, absolutely. And what do we have coming up on December 14th?
So December 14th is sort of like one of our prospect series. We're keeping it out because we had one more date with Harris, so we want to make sure we did it. There's some cool guys on the card. We have like David Calabro. He's going to be fighting for the Celebrity Boxing United States America's title against Daniel Alexander. Then we have Hocus 45th. He's like an influencer, sort of like a internet star, rapper, cool dude. Great following. And he's going to take on Ricky Wilson. And then we have, the Hazel Roche, the Latin Lover. A bunch of others on the card, man. It's going to be a really solid card. And our new host is Jacqueline Atkins. She's a Miss Cheney, but she's an actress model, really cool woman. And, everybody part of the event's going to be great.
Absolutely. That's amazing. I love it. Considering that, I want to get back into the last event. I seen something very special there at the last event, and when I seen it, I was like, you know what, this brother really is involved in the community. And what I seen that you had an autistic rapper that came out. And it was amazing. So, and when I see that you are involved in autism awareness.
actually that wasn't for that event. It wasn't an awareness there. We are going to do that eventually. I know people have autism awareness. Their kids and all that. It's home. You know what I mean? I have kids, but it was good. And it's also I'm a crossover guy, man. Like I'm not a regular. I hate to say it, I'm not a regular white boy. I mean, basically, two African American guys raised me, and if it wasn't for them, in the African American community, I wouldn't be here right now. You know what I mean? So, I'm a little different of a person in life. You know what I mean? Because I really understand things, and I know how to walk in rooms, carry rooms. Frank the Animal Fletcher, Anthony Two Gun Fletcher. Anthony was doing death row, and Frank was in jail 20-some years after they took care of us. But they loved me. You know what I mean? They loved me, my dad, and my brother. And they were a big part of my life.
Absolutely. That's amazing. Yeah. That's amazing. Yeah. And I just want to know, as of right now, how much do you love XRumble celebrity boxing?
Yeah, man, I love it, man. It's all I know. I don't know anything. I know life and stuff, business. It's something that sort of like what Jake Paul's doing. I already did that. You know what I mean? Like the celebrity boxing, been all over. But I'm going to build it now because it's without headgear. It's going to be fighter of the night, and knockout of the night. Are going to be our bonuses, and we're going to start building this really good, and give celebrities their opportunity to perform, be part of the event, but they don't actually have to fight anymore because that's why it's going to be XRumble. But we're going to build new champions. Sugar Shane Mosley's our champion. Kimbo Slice Jr. is our champion. Hammer and Hank Lundy's our champion.
Absolutely.
And we're going to crown world champions a lot in 2025.
Absolutely. Got a quick question.
Yeah.
Because I heard Simon Carr, One Punch Carr, say this at the last press conference. Are we willing to push Simon Carr versus Jake Paul?
Yeah, man, of course. Simon One Punch is the man. I forgot to say his name. He's our America's champ. Yeah, Simon's story is just very captivating also because, he went away, was on death row. Or no. I think he might have been gone away forever because they mischarged him on something, and it was terrible, man. The guy got out, but he's going to have his own film, and I think he has a book out too.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, we call it out. Simon, you got to shoot for the stars, right?
Absolutely.
That's the way Simon is, man. He's a smart guy.
Absolutely, man. I love the events, man.
Yeah, thanks, man.
And how does I want to ask this question? How does XRumble celebrity boxing? How does that tie in with Burnt Coffee Company? Burnt Coffee Knuckles. How does all that tie in?
I was just actually Adam. He's Adam McDade, a good guy. He's one of our he's a partner in the company now. Great guy and very very visionary. He's a visionary. You know what I mean? He's things. He throws ideas by me. So they're, we're going to be the Burnt Knuckles is like part of the fight. It's a perfect thing. He came up with it, and they're part of our company, and they're going to be at all the events. And Burnt Coffee is, he's giving people the opportunity too to get their own coffee company, which is really cool. Like anybody can get their own coffee company now. Not everybody say they get their own business, but anybody can get their own business. They got to have that hustle behind them to make it work. So you know it because you're doing it. So,
absolutely, man, absolutely. And overall, just to touch bases on society, right? A lot of things that we're seeing right now. Because I know you said you was raised by the black community, right? So just to hear so many negative things pertaining to like gun violence in the streets. How do you feel about that also? Because considering that you he's raised by the black community, I know you probably feel some kind of way about so much of the gun violence that's happening between young children.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's terrible. But I think if it should be laws, you have to get into the boxing gym. Get into the boxing gym. It's going to change a lot of the rule. A lot of things around for people because it's going to humble them. It's going to give them something to do. When you're doing a boxing workout, the kids probably have a lot of stress on them. They're different things, and I hate to see this, but it always comes from the parents. And anybody's parents have to, show your kids what to do.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big believer, guns down, hands up. A guy by the name of Dwayne Fletcher does this. And, it's very, very important. And, to help people out. And, you know, hopefully this election is going to go in the right direction. You know what I mean? So I'm excited to see people get up and get motivated and make success out of themselves.
Yes. And what does resiliency mean to you?
Means, you know, everything really, because you gotta be that person that doesn't let anything, you know, mess you up. You gotta have that, you know, strong tunnel vision mind to go after something. It doesn't matter what anybody says, because people are always going to say bad stuff. Look at Jake Paul, perfect example, man. Everybody wanted to see him get knocked out last night, but you know, him and Mike Tyson are good friends, and it was a spectacle, what it was supposed to be. And he's doing stuff. It all takes the right money. He has the right money behind him, but you have to have the right vision and do it. And he's doing it. So, like, yeah, resiliency is everything in what I do.
Absolutely. And tell the people, what does it take to be a great fighter?
Well, you got to be just dedicated, determined. Want to give a lot of stuff up in life. You know, you love the women, you can't be with the women. You love to go out drink, no, you can't do it. Be dedicated. Bernard Hopkins was one of those guys, man. He was one of those dudes. Dude, he would go home, work, gym. Now, you know, guys work millions, all that, but you know, legend. You know what I mean? Like, so, but to be a good fighter, you got to really dedicate yourself. And, you know, everything you want, the good stuff, wait till later. You know what I mean? It's sort of like going to jail, right? You know, that's training camp. You know what I mean? A real training camp. You don't want to. So.
Yes. And we have only 2 more questions left, right?
Sure.
So, most importantly, right? What is the greatest memory that you remember about your father? Because I know your father inspired you to box. What's your greatest memory you remember from your father?
I guess, you know, it was a lot. It's weird, man. I put a lot of stuff behind, but my dad was one of those guys. He was, you know, just him driving me to the boxing gym every day, making sure I was okay. You know, he always did the best he could.
Yes.
It's a very tough guy to deal with, you know what I mean? But, you know, I miss the guy. And, it was just his dedication on making sure me and my brother were okay in life. You know what I mean? Like, we, you know, had food in front of us, made sure we were taken care of.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And last but not least, right, before we wrap up, right, I want to know, what advice do you have for the young men?
Yeah.
That's either whether they're trying to be boxers or whether they're just trying to be successful businessmen or boxing promoter like yourself.
Sure.
What advice do you have for them to be successful in this industry? What's all the proper steps that they need to take, and how do they block out all the naysayers?
Yeah, it's really just have that determination. They never quit, never surrender, keep moving forward, come up with a good niche, an idea, but capitalize on it. You're going to hit the brick walls. You're going to fail, and maybe never see what's going to happen. Then all of a sudden it happens. And, you know, in this business, it happens, you fail. You got to just be resilient and keep fighting. And if that's the business. And everybody, you know, you get depressed. But sometimes I wake up depressed and I'm like, damn, man. I'm just like, I got to make this day because there's no other way. And I go push through it, the gym, do computer stuff, all that, and it ends up being a good day. So it's yourself. You got to be self-motivated, push it. And if you're not motivated, go listen to some cool music. If it's Drake or it's, you know, rap or, you know, heavy metal, country, or just good music. And like, I never look at pictures to dwell on anything either. I just keep fighting.
Yes. So many gems. We so thankful, man. Thank you for coming to the platform of Black 31. We appreciate you. Thank you, man.
You too. Keep going.
Absolutely. That's what it's about. Resiliency. And y'all heard Damon Feldman. This brother said resiliency. You got to be self-motivated, and you got to push yourself to the limit. And I believe that's what official celebrity boxing is all about.
Absolutely, absolutely, 100%.
Absolutely, absolutely. And where can the people find you?
Official celebrityboxing.com, XRumble.com, Instagram at celebrityboxing1. You know, I'm there.
That's heavy.
Let's go.
That's heavy. That's heavy. So y'all, listen, y'all. Y'all heard it from the owner himself, Damon Feldman. Go check out Official Celebrity Boxing on Instagram, Official Celebrity Boxing, XRumble, and each and every week, y'all know what y'all need to do. Tap in with Black 31 Magazine. We could have your favorite boxer, your favorite poet, your favorite artist, your favorite lyricist. Could have the little girl down the street with the lemonade stand, or it could be you. So thank y'all. Peace and love, y'all. One.
Body could creep and leave your ass deceased. Drive by the black Jeep from the land of the beast where ain't no peace. Stay 10 toes deep, you know we come from the streets. Don't even try to get sleep, cause anybody can creep and leave your ass deceased. Drive by the black Jeep from the land of the beast where ain't no peace. Stay 10 toes deep, you know we come from the streets. Don't even try to get sleep, cause anybody can creep and leave your ass deceased. Drive by the black Jeep.